For Brazil football fans, today's news is truly heartbreaking. Once we thought he was the perfect choice, but now that very Carlo Ancelotti seems to be the man breaking Brazil's dreams. Looking at Brazil's current squad and Ancelotti's plans ahead of the 2026 World Cup, I can't help but wonder, how far can this team really go? Honestly, I'm doubtful. And maybe you are too. Here's a question. Does Carlo Ancelotti really know what Brazil means? Brazil. We believed that with Ancelotti as Brazil's coach, everything would change. But now, it feels like Brazil might not even find its own shadow in the 2026 World Cup. Pensive face. Neymar Jr., the man around whom Brazil's dreams revolve. He's back at Santos and playing brilliantly, yet he has no place in Ancelotti's team. He keeps saying, Neymar is part of my project, but in reality, he's completely ignoring him. And his squad selection? 3 right wingers, 1 left winger, an unbalanced midfield. It's like a science lab of experiments. If there's this much chaos even before the World Cup, just imagine what will happen when a team actually takes the field. Soccer ball. I fear that in the final moments, Carlo will say, Neymar isn't fit. I can't take him. And that will be the end of our golden dream. Broken heart. So tell me, friends, is Brazil safe in Carlo Ancelotti's hands? Comment below. Are you as worried as I am? Think back to the time when everyone debated who should coach Brazil. On one side, there was Carlo Ancelotti. On the other, Jorge Jesus, Abel Ferreira, and even big names like Jose Mourinho and Zinedine Zidane. And I too, from the bottom of my heart, believed, no, it should only be one man. Carlo Ancelotti. Because at that time, Real Madrid was at the peak of success. Even after winning the 2024 Champions League, there were talks of bringing Carlo to Brazil. I secretly wished Real Madrid would lose, because if they won, they'd keep Carlo, and then he wouldn't come to Brazil. I thought if Carlo comes, Brazil will return to its golden era, an era where dreams revolve around Neymar, and the team plays like fire. But reality turned out to be terrifyingly different. The Neymar issue, the story of Brazil's heart. Now, let's come to the most important part. Neymar Jr. Since Ancelotti arrived, his behavior toward Neymar has been nothing short of mysterious. Neymar has returned to Santos, played around 10 to 12 matches, and is in superb form. But shockingly, his name isn't even in Brazil's squad. Carlo says, once Neymar is fully fit, he'll be back in the national team. There's no need to test him. But in practice, the complete opposite. Words full of love, but actions full of indifference. It's like a consolation prize, telling fans, Neymar is in my project, just to silence criticism. But in reality, there is no project. He hasn't even had an open discussion with Neymar once. No plan, no roadmap ahead of the World Cup. And that's the most disappointing part. As a coach facing the world's biggest tournament, his first task should have been to build the team around Neymar. But Carlo is doing the exact opposite, analyzing Ancelotti's squad announcement. Now let's talk about the squad he announced. There seems to be no plan behind it. Looking at the team he built to face Senegal and Tunisia, it feels like he doesn't understand Brazil's history, culture, or team chemistry at all. Sure, Ancelotti was great in club football. In clubs, you can experiment with 30 to 40 players if you want. But in national football, opportunities are limited. Every call-up must be made with thought and purpose. Yet Carlo is calling up players like this: 3 right wingers, 1 left winger, 2 right backs, 3 left backs, 3 right-footed center backs, 1 left-footed. What kind of combination is that? Where's the balance? Where's the tactical consistency? Building a team isn't just about listing names. It's about combination, chemistry, and balance. And that's exactly what Carlo's squad lacks. FIFA windows, experiments, and chaos. Every FIFA window feels like another experiment. New names, new formations, but no stability. By the time the World Cup arrives, they'll realize the team hasn't even played together properly. Before the tournament, Brazil has at most 10 to 12 matches left. In this short time, the final 11 must be established. But looking at Carlo's coaching, it seems he still doesn't know who his best squad is. And that's Brazil's biggest danger. Some might say, do we understand more than Carlo? Of course not. But the truth is, even the best coach can make mistakes. And Carlo is making one right now. Our criticism isn't hate, it's love. Because ignoring a player like Neymar means ignoring the very soul of the team. Neymar versus Carlo, who matters more? Let's be honest, to Brazil fans, Carlo Ancelotti means nothing. Neymar means everything. Because it's Neymar's magic that makes us fall in love with football. Ancelotti's first move should have been to meet Neymar, plan with him, and talk about the future. But he didn't. He just said things, did nothing. I truly believe, before the 2026 World Cup, Carlo will pull the same drama again. He'll say, Neymar isn't fit. I can't take him. It would be unfair to the country. But come on, even half fit, Neymar is still 3 times better than most. Leaving him out would be like cutting out Brazil's heart. Looking ahead, right now, Brazil's reality is grim. Veterans are keeping their spots just because of old ties, while new players are being added without any clear vision. It feels like Carlo is moving without any defined direction. In the upcoming matches against France and Croatia, he'll probably call up players again that leave everyone shocked. People will wonder, is this really the squad of Brazil's coach? Honestly, if Carlo Ancelotti's drama doesn't end soon, we won't be able to dream about Brazil anymore. Because imagining a Brazil project without Neymar is like forgetting your own history. So I think it's time for fans to raise their voices. Do you believe Brazil can succeed in the 2026 World Cup without Neymar? Is Carlo Ancelotti's plan going in the right direction? Share your thoughts in the comments. Because we all love Brazil, we want to see that Brazil again, the one that made the World Cup worth watching. Thank you all for reading. Let's wait and see. Will Brazil rise again, or will our golden dreams sink in Carlo's hands? I love Brazil. I love Neymar. But now there's only one question. Does Carlo Ancelotti really understand what Brazil means? Brazil.